Hello everybody, hello, welcome back. This is the live debrief and I'm all things sugar and Shay Sade. Hey, and in this episode I am talking about Love Island USA season 8 episode 23. Hello everybody, hello, which may go down in history. I think episode 21 they do count After Sun as well. Wait, so yeah, 21 and 23 might go down in history. They might go down in history. Even the beginning of Casa, it just all might go down in history, mate. Because wow. Unfortunately, annoying, because obviously I review Monday to Friday. I didn't get to review Let me just add this in here. Friday's episode, which was insane. Hold on 1 second. DJ. I gotta type in real quick. There we go. For my Instagram people, come over to YouTube. Yes, it was historic. Yeah, absolutely. The USA are running rings around us. They are absolutely running rings around us. It's just insane. So wait, where are we? So yeah, so we had the last episode was basically the guys coming back from Casa. We had the now probably infamous speech from Casey and Aniya, and her doing up the "you didn't pick me," which was, oh, my heart was breaking at that. It really was. We got Tiara going full baddies on us. Like, what was she think? It was when she kind of flicked her shoulders, yeah, like she was in a stance or something, that like it was gonna go down. Like I was just like, what is happening? What is happening? Everybody was on smoke. She was on smoke. She tried to come for Trinity, and I don't know who she thinks she is. And I really was like, watching last night's episode, I really was just like, I had to hold it a little bit, because I was just like, there ain't no way this girl thinks she's gonna get away with that. Oh, absolutely not. It was a lot. Casey, just shambolic display from him. Like Corbin, terrible person. Sincere is actually a demon. He has to be a demon. He really is. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was emotional. Let me even just remind you of the TT Trinity conversation before we even get into last night's episode. Let's take a step back, because what the hell?
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I remember you mentioned something to Bryce about how you were shocked how me and him were favorite couple compared to everybody else, yet you switched up the moment that you could get anybody. So why did you make that comment if you switched up that fast?
That's actually false.
How's that
I didn't
false?
switch up the first minute I got.
You
There's
didn't?
been multiple bombshells.
But you told her that you didn't want to explore anybody because you were scared how she would react, but the moment you get away from her, you can actually do your thing. That gets sneaky. Like,
and
you
don't
don't ask men.
Soul. You did want to explore Soul, but then he got Soul, so that's why you didn't explore Soul.
Yes, you did.
Why is he lying? He absolutely said that multiple times. He's such a liar. Oh my God. Casey actually fooled me. He really did.
Stop.
Like, but at the end of the day, he's here for him.
We talking to him, baby. No,
okay, but I know,
that's the thing, though.
What you talking about? I don't know her. Like, I'm talking to him.
I'm actually getting re-triggered, because why are you even talking? Why are you getting involved? Oh my God.
It don't matter. He's here for him. And
baby, I'm not speaking to you. I'm talking to Casey.
He's a grown man. He's a grown man, baby. First of all of y'all are y'all ganging up on him, though.
Casey, you're a big boy. Speak the up. Finally, speak up.
Let him speak.
I'm tired of him speaking for y'all.
I ain't gonna lie, I forgot the question.
First of all, I can speak if I want to speak. Y'all don't control me. I don't care if you know me or not.
But I'm not talking to you.
Well, I'm speaking to you.
I'm not talking to you, though. So stop talking to me. I'm talking to him.
First of all, you a little girl. So you can
I'm not a
talk to me.
little girl. You just got in here. I don't know you. I don't know you.
Quiet down. I'm TT.
Wrong way to come in the villa.
TT.
I'm talking to his grown ass.
ass. You just met
No
this
one's speaking to
dude.
you. Get her out of my face. Like, I don't even.
We're not here
She
to
can talk
protect
to her
nobody's
ass. I don't
feelings.
know.
Are you gonna shut me up?
Boot this girl out of this. Can I kind of want to say something.
She was rude. She was absolutely, TT was rude, but she was rude from Casa anyway, and it was just unnecessary. She came on there and spoke when it was unnecessary. If you were like any sort of, like, you don't even have to be a girl's girl, you just have to be a decent human being to understand, like, okay, this girl is crying in this situation. She's obviously not brought anyone back from Casa, and this guy's talking to her crazy, but because you're the prize or you've been picked, you're talking to, like, you have no empathy now. Like, what? Nah. It was some bullshit. That was some bullshit. I've never seen anything like that at all. I don't know who she's talking to, and she's lucky they're on TV. She's lucky. Seriously. Oh, this is the thing. Yes, when Casey was just like, yeah, no one chose me, like it's Aniya's fault. Why is that Aniya's fault? What's that got to do with Aniya? No one chose you. She doesn't owe you anything. So because this is what I don't understand about Casey, he's big mad at Aniya. For what? Because she didn't like the first look at you, of you. Like, because when you because they played that game, isn't it, with the doors in the beginning, like, you was giving goofy answers and no one wanted to stand behind your door because you was being goofy. Why should she like you? Do you know what I mean? Like, nah, man. No. Tiara was rude, and Casey is strong and wrong. He is wrong. He is wrong in this. He really, really is. Honestly. Oh my God. No, he doesn't owe. The only thing they owe each other is respect. That's it. Do you know what I mean? He absolutely resents her. He really does resent her. I totally agree with that. Because it's just like, oh, I put myself out there. You didn't even choose me. So now he's got his opportunity to get his phantom lick back. He's doing it. Like, do you know what I mean? Nah. I really, really, really thought that him, Casey and Aniya were gonna, do you know what I mean, at least like try and find their way back to each other or something like that kind of thing. I get it, like, and also as well, I hate this underlining what do you call it, like this underlining thought that because Aniya wasn't letting off to him, because Aniya wasn't giving him things in the bedroom, that now he's got someone who's more open or more, freer with that type of thing, that's what he's owed in some sort of way. No one owes you anything, absolutely nothing. Like, what? Thank God she didn't let off to him. Thank God. Seriously. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Casey and Sincere, Corbin, he can't even hide his one, but Casey and Sincere, they basically, it's almost like they weaponize like therapeutic kind of speak to get women. That's what they're doing. It is absolutely ridiculous. Seriously, they're like, let me understand your thought process, let me understand this, that kind of thing, because I understand what you need, only to go and do a madness. That's why can't trust you, man. Can't trust these lot. Can't trust them at all. Seriously, it's doing nothing. Doing nothing for my trust issues at all. I just thought this was absolutely diabolical, absolutely diabolical. I felt for Aniya. She could have, do you know what I mean? She could have been treated with more respect. But Casey was on them on, I'm choosing this for me. No one asked you to be pouring into her in the first place like that. No one asked you to be going all talking about you're the blueprint and stuff. And as I was saying in the Discord group, I noticed how they was wearing blue, and I know it's a reach, but I'm just like, what's that about? Like, is that the producers? Is that the producers making it happen? Because that's some bullshit as well, playing in Aniya's face like that. Oh, God. I was so annoyed. I was screaming at my screen. I was screaming at my screen. Pissed off. Like, I don't understand why he's so mad at Aniya. Do you know what I mean? And she did choose him several times. And it's just like, I think I even said this the other day. It's like the first time she says no about something, it's like she never said yes. She said yes to him several times. Do you know what I mean? Word to Beyonce. But she said yes to him several times. And it's just like, oh, because you didn't put me on the first day. No one chose me. Boo-hoo. Silly boy. Silly. Sarah Kai said, also, why does he keep repeating I poured into you like he was doing some favor? This is it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that wasn't false. That wasn't performative. Like, do you know what I mean? Oh. Now, I do think she's a silly Billy for not choosing Carl. She absolutely should have picked Carl. She should have picked Carl anyway. And I think she just was caught up, maybe. And also as well, like, I think there was a part of her, like, this will really show him that I'm into her. And the thing is, I think, like, also as well, she was devastated because of the way he was talking to her. And he was just like, this is me now, basically. Like, she don't even have, like, an option. Like, it's not like, oh, he wants to still explore with her. No. He's like, no, I'm into this. After 3 days. You don't know this girl. You don't know her. Oh, my God. Maya said it was all produced. No, the way they magically color coordinated, that was pissing me off, because I was just like, no, who picked your clothes for real? And being all the blueprint bullshit, I didn't like that. Maggie's sorry, Maya was saying that. Maggie says Aniya choose me speech had me cringing. She needed to access her wicked woman from within. I'm telling you, that choose me, like, pick me. You didn't pick me. Never in my life did I want to shout at a girl so much in my life. I swear to God. We were rooting for you. That was classic. Like, we were rooting for you. Oh my God. No, don't you ever. Don't ever. Oh God. Seriously, that was wild. And also Melanie. Melanie. My relationship with Melody, up and down. Because 1 minute I think, oh no, you're cool. And the next minute you just do a madness. Like, her picking Sincere, shouted at Sincere, okay, cool. But as Sincere said, he knows Melanie. He knows exactly how to play her. Who's this? But the girls ganged up on him. Yes, as they should. Because how are you going to come in here to this villa, our villa, yeah, do you know what I mean, and disrespect our girl? Like, absolutely not. They absolutely should gang up on him, and he should have come correct. He should have come with an apology. He should have come with some sort of, like, empathy. He should have come with some emotion. But no, you're coming with bravado and ego. Get the hell out of it. And also like playing with Tiara's mind as well. Nah. Nah. Corbin should have warned him. I'm glad Corbin got it first as well. So I'm even getting hot. Again, it's making me mad all over again. Seriously. He needs someone to hold him accountable. Yeah, exactly. Because the boys weren't holding him accountable. They weren't doing anything. They were going on like how he was acting was cool. Like, do you know what I mean? And I'm just like, this is the bullshit that happens all the time. Is because, like, are you guys not all friends with Aniya as well? And you let this happen under your watch? Like, seriously, that's why they ain't shit. They ain't shit. Seriously, out of order. The boost for Corbin satisfied my soul. Absolutely, it really did. Corbin got it, and good, he should have. He absolutely should have. But Casey came in with some bullshit. He really did. And he should have expected it. He really should have. Tiara should have shut the hell up. She really should have as well. And don't even get me started with Pamida. Yeah? What was all that? Oh, he wasn't doing too much. What do you know? What do you know is too much? Like, oh, because boys will be... Shut up, man. Seriously. I would have been like... Ty in that moment. It would have been like Ty in that moment and told all of them to shut up. Shut your mouth. What are you even speaking on? Oh my God. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, so that riled me the hell up. It really did. I was just thought this is crazy. And also as well, just side note, Jen picking Gal or Gaul or whatever his name is. What a dummy move. What a dummy move. Seriously. You know what? I know like some of the ladies you did watch after Sun, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. But Erin says, Sade, after Sun told me a lot. Corey was on there, bum licking Casey, saying he wants to give him his flowers for standing 10 toes. This is what I'm saying. This is the bullshit. Where is the empathy? Where is the respect for other people? Just on a humanistic level. That's ridiculous. Like, of course she's going to be upset. Like, do you know what I mean? There's just ways to handle it. Like, you know, oh, I did this for me. I did this for me. You're supposed to be doing the whole game for yourself, is it not? So what are you saying that so what are you really saying then, Casey? So you pursuing Aniya wasn't for yourself, no? Is that what you're saying? Foolishness. Absolute foolishness. I just can't. Oh, this Sarakaya Parmesan. Oh, people calling her Parmesan. That's terrible, but yeah. Parmesan. She was talking about we're grown. While that Corbin, who's 22, like, exactly. She's 27, mind you. And she's talking like that. Stupidity. Several people should have got several slaps. Honestly. So anyway. That was Friday night. Can you imagine? That was Friday night. Oh, God. So... And also, as well, in that episode, the guys obviously found out that the heart rate challenge was live streamed as well, which they didn't know before. So that was insane. I also did appreciate in that episode, Bryce was supporting Trinity. Do you know what I mean? I thought that was good because I didn't want to hear no bullshit about, oh, you should calm down or why are you going for him or blah, blah, blah. No, I appreciate the support there. I think he got turned on a little bit by it as well. Do you know what I mean? But I just love the fact that the girls had Aniya's back like tenfold. I thought that was great. And they had Kenzie's back as well. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, there's that too. Anyway, moving on to last night's episode. Episode 23. Basically, the aftermath of Casa Amor. What are you giving it out of 10? Who's your MVP? Who's your LVP? Put it in the chat right now, please. I will start as always. Last night's episode was 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Simply because Megan Thee Stallion, come on. The Stallion was back in the house. I couldn't actually believe it. Like, I really couldn't believe it because last year, that was freaking amazing. It was amazing. It was... she was just so involved and everything like that. So to bring her back was great. I absolutely loved it. 10, 10, 10, 10s across the board. MVP was definitely Megan herself. Definitely Megan. And also as well for her letting the boys know what's up, really and truly. Do you know what I mean? And she didn't do it in a horrible way or whatever kind of thing. But she kind of was like the moral voice over of the show. Do you know what I mean? She kind of said like, you know, you can get to know people without disrespecting them. Like, do you know what I mean? It was just sick. It was really, really sick. And then especially letting Casey know and letting Corbin know. And also, what do you call it? Sincere too. LVP, Sincere. I think he's my LVP. I think he is my ultimate LVP. There's a couple of them. Most of the boys throw them all the way, to be fair. Do you know what I mean? But I think Sincere, like, basically for trying to fool up Melanie yet again. Like, trying to downplay what he done in Casa yet again. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I can't. I can't with him. He's a demon. He's a demon. He actually is. Or warlock. Did someone say a warlock's worse than a demon or worse than a wizard? Yeah, like he's the worst. And also as well, Zach gets a special place in hell for encouraging him as well. Do you know what I mean? And saying that that Melanie spoiled their special moment. Shut the hell up, Zach. Zach needs to go. I really like Kadar. I do like Kate, but Zach needs to go. He needs to get out of there. He really needs to go. I've had enough of Zach. I think he's full of shit. I think he just says things for effect, as well when it comes to his girl. But I don't trust him at all. I think he's playing a massive game. He needs to go. He really 110% needs to go. Okay, what are you not saying? So first of all, Maya giving it 10, Saf giving it 10, Crispy's giving it 10, Maggie saying the UK budget went to pay Megan's fee. You can just tell they don't have no budget. UK don't have no budget. Like, we're literally in a recession. We actually are in a recession. Is this a recession indicator? Like, for real. So we ain't got no budget, man. Seriously. Oh my god. So Kai said MVP is Mel for being a good friend. She actually, do you know what, to be fair, she can get it too, because she really did. Like, my Aniya was falling to the ground, and you know, you need that kind of person in your life that can help you get up every single time, even if you didn't make the right decision, even if you've made a fool of yourself, all of those kind of things that can just speak life into you and get you the hell up. And that's what Melanie did. I think, yeah, I'll give her that for real. LVP Zach, he annoys me, yes, as well. Do you know what I mean? Dami saying Meg is a fan of the show. Yeah, she is a super fan, isn't she? Erin says 10. MVP was Melanie. That speech was everything she needs to tell herself. Yes, that's very true. She does. Yeah, it was actually, she was talking to herself at the same time. LVP Casey, Corbin, Zach, and Parmesan. Parmesan. This is gonna stick, isn't it? Parmesan, man. Yes, Megan's a super fan. Crispy said sincere is sinister. At this point, let's be honest, 110%. He knows what he's doing. The fact is, he knows what he's doing. He knows that he can predict Melanie. He's manipulative. He's gaslighting, like, all of the things. Terrible scenes for him, and he thinks it's funny. This is the thing. He needs to go. Maya says MVP, Megan, Trinity, and Mel. Saf said if you're with sincere, you're in for a life of suffering. Of 110%. Really, you are. Any girl now that's gonna be, because I don't think Melanie's gonna stay with him. Any next girl, they're gonna suffer. Honestly, because at some point he's gonna try. If he doesn't do a redemption arc sometime soon, he's gonna lean into this character for the rest of time. Do you know what I mean? Maya said LVP is Corbin. Yeah, he does get LVP as well. Because why are you pieing Kenzie? Like, what kind of bullshit is that? Crazy. And then trying to do an apology. Some people, you see Gordon Ramsay when he asked the person to put bread between their heads, a dumb sandwich. Yeah, like that's Corbin. That's absolutely Corbin. So Crispy said MVP is Megan, Trinity. Oh, did I say that already? Maybe I said it already. Sorry. And Mel. Crispy also says LVP is sincere, Zach, Casey, and Corbin. Saf said his convo with Zach when he was trying to make out as though him and Melanie are the same because they were both exploring annoyed me. Yes. LVP is KC. Jordan said Corbin was playing double agent. He tried. He thought he was doing something. Saf said, yeah, I'll give MVP to, Melanie. King Cash is saying LVP is Meg. You would say that. You would. Chrissy said Mel was a good friend for real. I forgot Parmesan. They need to all play all of Sincere's clips of them staring, starting with Soul. Yes, absolutely. Hey, El Michelle, how you doing? Sorry, hi Shadow in chat. Hope everyone's day is going well. I had some thoughts on this episode but work prevailed. Okay, cool. Hopefully you can join us later. If not, leave a comment to let me know, because I want to know your takes. Dami said but Melanie needs to leave in Sincere. Yes, she absolutely does. She does. She might be building up to it. I don't know. She might be building up to it. Erin said idiot sandwich. Yes, exactly. That's Corbin. Oh my god, if I had time, maybe I could do it with ChatGPT. I'd create that meme right now. If I had time. But yeah, so let's get into the recap of it all. So yes, the Casa recoupling is done. We've got TT smiling while Aniya is crying. Can you imagine? She was smirking. What? Oh, you gotta be cold. You gotta be cold-hearted, cold-blooded to do that. Do you know what I mean? Because honestly, what did Aniya do to TT? She didn't do anything to her. She didn't call her out. It's got nothing to do with her. TT knows this. Absolutely diabolical. I don't know if I can ever like that girl, because everything from now on I think is fake. Because in my most vulnerable moment, you think it's funny. Get the fuck out of here. No. That one I'll plot and plan for your downfall. I'll plot and plan for your downfall, man. That is beef forever. Seriously. And this is why they tell you don't cry in front of your enemies, man. Can't cry. Yeah, exactly. She kept walking. Oh, Jordan, that's cold. So Jordan said TT may have been smiling, but I was laughing. Nah, that's cold. I just thought, oh, it's horrible. So Aniya is crying, she's breaking down, and she just knows that these people are laughing at her, because they literally carried on like it was nothing. Like TT, Casey, Parmesan, Corbin, those four in particular were going on like it's nothing. Like, oh, you know, they're just gonna have a great time just being, you know, talking and stuff. Horrible behavior, horrible people, cold, nasty, yes, like cold, nasty messes, like honestly. Aniya feels humiliated. She's crying on the floor with Mel, and it was just absolutely heartbreaking scene, to be fair. Do you know what I mean? Mel basically speaks some life into her, and I have a little clip, honestly. Sorry, let me just say Erin's comment quickly. Erin says, Aniya was crying like a widow whose husband died at war. I couldn't handle it. The hurt was more about the embarrassment than the choice he made. Absolutely. And then also as well, I think she's got deep-rooted issues around this, because remember she talked about in her previous relationships being a placeholder, being treated like a placeholder basically. And I feel like those feelings are coming to the surface in this moment, like, oh, he and the thing is also as well, because she didn't trust her gut was telling her, like, don't trust this guy, don't think this guy. And even us as audiences, and like, you know, let me even say me as audiences, were just like, oh no, go with it kind of thing. But she knew deep down there was something wrong with this guy. This guy is not to be trusted at all, you know. And I think that's what she's crying there, like she wasn't in alignment with that, you know. And it hurts when that's the case, you know. Oh my god. Yeah.
Granddad's woman, bro. I thrive to be as composed as you. So you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna act like a fool in front of these weird ass people.
Wait.
He's not, bro. That ass. I'm not even.
Sorry, let me just run that from the beginning again. Sorry, my bad. I didn't even mean to. I pressed the wrong thing. Anyway, ta-da-da-da. Right, let me just go back. Refresh this real quick. Ta-da-da. Which one was it? Oh, they got the picture of her crying though. Ah!
Granddad's woman, bro. I thrive to be as composed as you. So you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna act like a fool in front of these weird ass people. He's not, bro. That ass. I'm not even joking with you. I know that hurts now, but you know that's not gonna hurt later.
Even if we don't find love, we found each other, bro.
You're a granddad's.
God, it's horrible. It's just horrible. When she was just sobbing, obviously this went on for much longer. I just thought this was just, you know, I can't stand it when people are in pain. Like, do you know what I mean? Well, unless you're my enemy, then it might make me laugh. But like, I just thought this was horrible. This was just really thingy. She was really crying from the, what do you call it, from her soul. I just thought this was heartbreaking. Really, really, really heartbreaking. Yeah, I don't know. I just felt for her. And the thing is, you know what it is, yeah? I think like when you're an optimistic person, you want to have the best outcome, and you want to believe people. You absolutely do. Even though your gut is telling you one thing, you want to believe them. And I feel like it's actually okay that she made a mistake. Like, she didn't pick Carl. Yes, it's annoying, and yes, I feel like, you know, do you know what I mean? Like, there were people telling her, like Trinity, like making sure that she explores and make sure she, do you know what I mean, does all that and everything like that. But she didn't pick Carl in the end, and it wasn't necessarily like the most logical thing to do. But I think sometimes it's confusing. Sometimes it's like she wants someone like Casey. That's what her heart actually desires, right? Do you know what I mean? So she took a gamble. She took a chance, and she picked wrong. And that's okay. So I'm not going to beat up Aniya for like picking the wrong person in that moment. She was fooled. And let's not act like, you know, women aren't fooled by guys like this every single day. It happens every day. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. Give her some grace. Like, do you know what I mean? She was right at the end of the day. She was right not to trust him, because it's not the fact that he picked someone else. Of course, like, if he's going to explore and be with someone else, that's cool. Do you know what I mean? It's more his attitude, the way he was talking. She doesn't even know how he was talking about her in Casa. Do you know what I mean? She doesn't even know about the grandma comment. She don't even know all that. Do you know what I mean? But he came back into that thingy and talked to her like, crap, it's not on. So she's allowed to be upset. She's allowed. Oh God. Plantain Papa said, "This is my last season of USA Love of USA. It's becoming more than just a reality show. That episode was 2 out of 10. Okay. It was different." Baby girl says Mel needs to say that to herself, and she absolutely does. She did do great there as well. I think, yeah, she absolutely does. Plantain Papa saying Melanie is clip farming. She said all of that just to go upstairs to Sincere, just for a clip. I don't know about that. I think she was genuinely speaking life into Aniya. I think she genuinely didn't want her friend to be upset, and I think she was trying to protect her in terms of like not showing, you know, Aniya not breaking down in front of those people. Like, you know, I think that did come from the heart for real. But I don't know. I don't want to speak for Melanie, because she'll go and just do a 180. But I would like to think that she's definitely having some doubts about the whole Sincere situation. Whether she acts on them fully or not, I don't know. But if she chooses herself, if Melanie actually, you know, do you know what I mean, gets away from Sincere, I think she would definitely be a contender to win. If she does that, she absolutely would. For real. Jordan called it dry acting. Oh my God. Sorry, bad acting. That dry kind was awful. I don't know if it's acting. I don't think so. Sarah Kai said Mel confuses me because she clearly has sense but not for herself. Yeah, honestly. Erin said this is what speaking life into someone looks like. Casey did not speak life into Aniya. He gaslit her and quoted some Dr. Uma BS. Exactly. And this is the thing, and it's just like, it's kind of like New Fear Unlocked. That's what it feels like. It's like a New Fear Unlocked, because what do you mean? You're talking about I'm the blueprint, and then you'll go and do this because I weren't giving you things in bed. No. That's heinous. That's freaky. That's heinous. Oh my God. It was from her. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Oh my God. Plantain from you, saying it again. I need to get your contact details in case I'm ever in serious trouble for legal representation. I'm just calling it how I see it. I swear to God, I really am. Yvonne said he told her he was going to explore, and she walked away, and she said she was done with the conversation. I don't think it was the case that he would explore. I don't think that's what she's upset about. I think like we're all multifaceted like people. Like, do you know what I mean? I think she can be annoyed at that being a thing, and then also be annoyed at the way he spoke to her as well, and how he was positioning himself in front of everybody as well. Like, I think that is a thing too. I do think, like, I'm not saying that Aniya hasn't made some bad decisions, but I think that happens. Like, people make bad decisions. She don't want to make up her mind. Like, I think a lot of people were saying a similar thing between like Serena and Cordell, if I remember correctly, but I didn't watch all of that season. But you know, she was keeping things like kind of like at arm's length a little bit kind of thing, and then she was annoyed when he came back for Casa, and look at them now. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like, you know, it's okay not to be sure about things. You know, no one's stopping, no one has Aniya didn't stop Thing from exploring, but you can't assume, you can't like think that everybody's gonna be okay with it either. Like, do you know what I mean? If you're going to tell me you explore, I'm supposed to be happy. I'm not going to be happy about it. You can do it, but I'm not going to be happy about it. Erin says, Blackman Jami. When did she pick him on day... when she didn't pick him on day one, she was a colorist. When she picks him at Casa, she's a game player, and never really liked him. Say no to Blackman. Not campaigning. Not the campaign. What was this? Why is my social media timeline showing me black men who are, or worse, married to white men now saying that what? They have a corn addiction? I don't know why that's happening. Why is that happening? Why is that happening? Okay, I'm getting lost in comments now. Yes, people, like the live. Do like the live and subscribe as well. Oh, Shay. Hey, Shay. Shay said, yeah, I'm afraid Carl might go for Amora. He said he likes her on After Sun. So, yeah, I think I saw a clip of that. But I don't know if he'll be able to do that, though, because I swear with bombshells, they're not allowed to go for each other. But I'm not too sure, because this is USA. And different rules apply here, clearly. So hopefully he does go for Aniya. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I hope that is the case. Sorry, I'm just even on my first point. Like, Jesus. Let me move on. So we see Parmesan. She's like shouting in the background, and she's saying, oh, they thought they were grown like us. No, maybe grown like you, but you're not acting grown. Do you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people in there that ain't grown. Do you know what I mean? Corbin, Sincere, and Bryce, they had a quick chat, and they were talking about, you know, the heart rate challenge being live streamed. Trinity talks to Parmida about Corbin, and Parmida's kind of thing is just like, you know, I hear what you're saying, but I don't want to treat Corbin based on his past experiences. Trinity does apologize to her and said, like, look, you know, you're a cool girl, you're a pretty girl. Because when Parmida did come in, all the girls were just like, oh no, she looks lovely, she looks nice. And do you know what I mean? It was Parmida that they had smoke for Corbin. Do you know what I mean? And then Parmida joined in. And my thing is, like, you know what? If you're a Casa girl, if the OG girls have smoke for your man, just hold it down. That first night, just hold it down. Just hold that, because you don't even know what's happened before you. You don't really know, because just like the viewers, you've only seen an edited version of events. So, and they're gonna say anything to you because they can. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, so Trinity, yeah, she apologized for how she came across as well. My note here is Parmida is a bitch. I think she's bitchy. Because she was just like, I think, was it Kate? someone said to her like, oh, you know, don't be upset about anything, do you know what I mean, tonight or anything like that. She's, I'm not upset, like, you know, do you know what I mean? It's just like, okay, she didn't, you know, she didn't mean it like that. You are just being annoying. But I think underlying it all is very bitch tendencies, very bitchy tendencies under that, for real. And I don't really use that word often at all, but I definitely got that vibe from her. Sincere and Mel talk. You know, he brings up the fact that the dude that he saw in the postcard was different to the dude that she, you know, was talking to at the end. And, you know, he kind of says that, you know, Amora, with things like that, she just wasn't my person. You know, I ran to you and everything. And, you know, he thinks that they should just be happy in this moment because he came back with no one. He came back to her, you know, and he's, you know, if I was her, I would be pissed. Melanie, she's confused. She thinks he's telling the truth, but she's not completely sure, but she does kiss him, right? And I think because there's so much going in the villa and all that kind of stuff, she just wants a moment of peace with her man. So she does kiss him. Yeah, little does she know. Bryce and Trinity chat. They seem to be in a good place. I think they're in soul ties at this point in time. She apologizes to him about, you know, the kissing the guy and him seeing the postcard and all that kind of stuff. You know, she said that she's done exploring as well. They seem to be in a very, very, very decent place between them. Now, a lot of people are saying they think that Bryce is fake. And, like, you know what, to be fair, I can't 100% call it. I'm not sure at this moment in time. What I am sure of, though, is I like Trinity. So I want Trinity to win. So whoever she is with, I need her to win. Do you know what I mean? So it could be Bryce, it could be anybody. But I need Trinity to win. So then we see Casey and Tiara. Casey's opinion, mind you, this is the same night. He's just like, oh, all of that stuff was just ridiculous. And they start laughing. Together. And he's just like, you know, he says in his mind, this is the first time that he's picking himself. I feel like he's punishing Aniya for something that's going on in his mind. I don't think this is anything to do with Amaya, but there seems to be some sort of contract that she is broken that only exists in his mind. I think that, you know, Casey went in there, saw like, oh, you're a black person, I'm a black person, we should be together. She didn't pick him in that door challenge, and then you know, then they got put together, and then he feels like, oh, I've had to work to kind of like gain, you know, your affections. So that's labor that I've done. So now you owe me something in some sort of way, or, you know, now I've got another option, I'm dashing you away. And it's just like, bro, that outlook, do you know how sexist, misogynistic, misogynoirish that is? Yeah, I can't with him. So anyway, they're laughing hard. They are actually laughing at the whole situation, i.e. Aniya crying, breaking down, all of this kind of stuff. They're laughing hard. Then Tiara tells him that Sincere told her that you know, he's never been this happy before. Do you know what I mean? And, you know, and he's just like, yeah. And then she says that she's proud of him, like he's some sort of child. Then she calls it like they're like Romeo and Juliet or something. Maybe this is in confessional, but they're like Romeo and Juliet, like star-crossed lovers, and their families hate each other. Like, get the hell out of here, please. You're calling this mess a fairy tale? Like, it's ridiculous. And then he says he respects her for speaking up, and she's just like, yeah, no one's gonna speak to you like that. Like, not while I'm here, no one's gonna speak to you like that. Okay. Like, seriously, I can't lie. That would give me the ick. Anyway, like, seriously, no. I just think he's just ridiculous. I think the way he's went about this, again, this is another scene that Aniya's going to see later on. Do you know what I mean? I understand how disrespectful this guy has been towards her. She doesn't even know at this moment. None of the people, what do you call it? know exactly how disrespectful he's been at the moment. Everyone said Romeo and Juliet wasn't even a fairy tale, it was a tragedy. It's true, but if that's what they want for each other, I'll say amen to their prayers. I mean, I don't think they want that, but yeah, I genuinely think that she's just got it confused and it wasn't, do you know what I mean? This is not going to end well. This is not going to end well at all, because I don't even trust Casey too. I think Casey head is going to be spun, and I think like when things calm down, then he's going to be like, oh shit, what have I done? Do you know what I mean? I don't think he's got the minerals. I don't think he's built that way in terms of like gonna ride it out like he's on this selfish shit, like for real to the end of the what do you call it, the season. However, it depends if he gets voted out, or if they get voted out or not, soon or not. So then Kada and Zach chat. He thought that he messed things up. He tells her that he kissed like the other girl Aniya 3 times, and that he cuddled her. Obviously Kada's not too happy about that. Right, actually I think there's a little video for this. Hold on. Ooh, Erin says, Shade, doesn't Casey and Aniya's story remind you of Michael and Amber's story? I think that's what's going to happen. Yes, it absolutely does. It absolutely does. And if that's the case, I'm here for it, because that is probably the best season of Love Island ever. So yeah, I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it. Okay, let me play this real quick. So Rakai says TT is doing too much. See how Clark was last year? She needs more of that grace. 110%. 110%. She just came on smoke for no freaking reason.
I know what you were doing, but like...
Literally nothing.
Could have. You got my hat still, by the way. And I was like, Kayla's got my...
I was like, his hair looks like... Thank God!
Mate, I can't... This is crazy. There's so much has happened.
So much I have to tell you, but I'm actually still so mad at you.
I actually really missed you, and your smell, and your laugh.
I was like, he's never gonna hear my laugh again if he walks home in the living room.
What would you have done if I walked in with someone? You lost your...
1,000, I probably would have been like, Melanie.
Yeah. I don't know what you were doing, but like...
This guy, honestly, Zach needs to go. Zach actually needs to go. I need them to stop force feeding me Zach. I don't want to see Zach and Kada. I want to see Kada. I don't want to see Zach and Kada. I don't want to see Zach. I don't want to see Zach and Bryce. Like, I don't want to see Zach with anyone. I don't want Zach anymore. I can't stand Zach. Honestly. He's annoying. He's very, very annoying. He needs to go first. No, I think, you know what? He can go first. He actually can. But Corbin can also go first as well. They can go at the same time. So anyway, we move on. So Aniya is sleeping in soul ties and she is crying. Trinity, Melanie and Kada are kind of close by. Mel goes to check on her. Do you know what I mean? She just feels like the whole speech was just really, really disrespectful. Trinity just talks about in the confessional that there is a strong sisterhood in the villa. Do you know what I mean? And, you know, you're not going to come in and mess that all up. Do you know what I mean? So then Bryce is super happy. He's talking to Zach and he's super happy because, you know, from his point of view, he's just like, you know, Trinity had her type in front of her and she still chose me. Actually, was it a confession? I can't remember anyway. But then there's a scene of Zach and Bryce hugging and then pumping each other. I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. I don't know whether they've just met. So is this how they are? Or are they playing up for the cameras? I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Woo. So then we did see Parmida and Corbin chatting, but I can't even remember what they said. Probably just talking about, oh, you're so nice, like you're so good looking. You are. That's the conversations that they have. Jen chats to Gal. And I honestly don't know why she chose him, because he clearly states he's still going to get to know Kenzie, but she says she owed it to herself. I thought that was just dumb. She just should have picked the other guy. She really should have picked the other guy. Tiara apologizes to Trinity, as she should, and Trinity does accept that apology. She did say that Zach and Bryce were the best behaved in the villa, and Melanie, obviously like a meerkat, is just like, Zach and Bryce? Oh, so how was Sincere behaving? Like, do you know what I mean? Tiara doesn't really want to tell her, but I think she tells her a little bit that he was kissing or hugging or something like that. Do you know what I mean? But she gives the impression there's more to the story. she did say Sincere needs to tell her though, rather than it coming from her. So then it's bedtime. Zach tells Kada that he loves her in bed. Like, shut up, Zach. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I just don't believe him. She tells him to shut up anyway. I can't stand him either. I really can't. Aniya says that she, obviously she don't really want to talk to KC right now. Oh, this is in the morning. Anyway, in the morning. Trinity got a French fry, which means some fingers. She lets everybody know. Yeah. Gal does make Aniya breakfast, which was very, very sweet because someone needed to do it. Casey, I can't remember who he was talking to, but he did say that he cares about her feelings, but he's got feelings too. And it's just like, okay, cool. So how would it feel if someone did this to you? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, can you not? I just don't understand why he doesn't understand this. I just don't get you. I don't get you at all. I really don't. Zach tells Aniya that Casey, do you know what I mean, did have feelings for her, or does have feelings for her, and that he was having a hard time about it. Zach is a liar, because that's not what we saw. Aniya, I hated the fact that she was saying this in front of Zach and Sincere, but I think this is the thing that the girls don't understand. They think that these guys are their brethren and that they have their backs, and they absolutely don't, because they let Casey crack on. In fact, they were encouraging it. So no, like, I needed to get through to people's heads. No, this ain't it. This ain't. They don't have your backs. They don't have your backs. But anyway, so she was saying that how she doesn't feel beautiful, she doesn't feel respected. Sincere was giving her some support, but I was just like, but at the same time, you were supporting Casey in Casa. Do you know what I mean? It was you, it was Sincere, Casey, and Corbin that were all egging each other on. Like, what the hell? She's literally talking to her ops. Literally talking to her ops. I was just like, nah, I hate this for her. I really do. And when she watches it back, she's going to understand. She's going to truly understand, because she ain't going to get it. Because they are downplaying. She doesn't know. None of the girls know how horribly they talk about them. Like, for real, for real. They really don't know. They have no idea. So then Corbin is talking to the Casa boys, and he's trying to get the information from the Casa boys about what went down. And Gal was even saying, I actually kissed Aniya first, and then also I think Dylan says that, oh yeah, Aniya and Carl, they really had a good connection. So then Corbin's in confession was just like, I'm hearing that she had a good connection. She should have just explored. She should have just picked him. Like, shut up, Corbin. That is clearly not the point at this moment in time. Kada reveals that Zach said dropped the L-bomb several times in the night as well, which is bloody ridiculous. I just think, like, he just talks, he just says too much. Sincere then talks to Melanie, and Melanie's talking about she hates it when people just put a band-aid, do something, create a mess and just say sorry like it's a band-aid. And I feel her on that. Like, sorry doesn't mean much to me. I need consistency over time and change behavior. So the word sorry just doesn't even mean a lot to me at all. So I hear her on that. And she feels like his actions are basically fucking up their connection, and she's absolutely right. And this is why I'm hoping and praying that maybe she's getting, is seeping into her brain, maybe, that this guy ain't the one for her. But I'm probably wrong. And she just thinks that he keeps on messing up. She doesn't want to look like a mug. She does walk away from that conversation. Sincere is just like, oh, you know, I do something. His head is in his hands. He's like, I do something, I'm the bad guy. I don't do something, I'm the bad guy. And it's just like, no, you're just a demon, and that's not, you're not the victim here. So please stop with the BS. Stop with the BS, for real. 1 second.
Before you do it, like,
Yeah,
think with your
consideration.
head, not what you do.
Yeah.
And I just I just been seeing you think with your dick a lot, and I just don't feel like
All right, and that's
everybody's like punching and
Right.
kissing and I want to.
the last thing I want to do is make you feel how.
It's like not my connection with you. That ass.
I know I can't do that kind of stuff and expect you to act another way. I have to actually follow through with what I'm saying. So what does following through look?
Meaning,
because
there was people that Bryce wasn't even cuddling. Like, they weren't kissing in bed. Like, you know.
And again, I have to respect those as your boundaries, and I haven't respected those as your boundaries, and I feel terrible
Exactly.
that I haven't.
So if I feel the way that I do,
No, but Mel, I haven't said one time you shouldn't feel like that. If anything, I've always sat here and been like, you should feel the way you feel. You're right.
consider me before you do it. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Someone said here, like, Sincere just be talking. He just says words. He just said words. There's no meaning. There's no nothing. There's nothing. It's just words. Like, honestly, he will play in any girl's face. He don't care. First look is out. Okay, cool. I will get to that. Thank you, Gilda. So then we see Melanie and Trinity, and Mel is basically crying. She reveals that TT had told her that Sincere was cuddling up on, you know, Amora, yeah, in bed. And Melanie is, you know, she's upset and beside herself. She's doing a little bit of comparison, because she says, like, you know, I see other couples in here and they have like happiness. She sees Kada and Zach. She sees Trinity and Bryce, and they're all getting on, and she doesn't have that, and that's what she wants. She thinks that she feels dumb, she feels stupid, and the words aren't adding up. You know, his words aren't adding up to his actions. So then we see Zach and might as well call him Sinister, sitting at the dock of the bay. And this is when Zach has the gall to say that Melanie, because she shouted at Sincere, ruined a nice moment between them. This is what I'm saying, why Zach is full of shit, because you saw firsthand what Sincere was up to. You saw what he was up to in the villa. You seen how he's come back in. Do you know what I mean? Falling up ahead with nonsense. And you are saying that somehow Melanie has ruined things. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I can't stand, honestly, I can't stand. He needs to go. He actually needs to go. Do you know what I mean? Because what are you talking about? And then also as well, Sincere is also now saying that, you know, with Amora, he had to force that connection open. And it's just like, oh no, that's not true. You didn't have to force anything. You was more than willing. You was really open and willing, even, in fact. So TT and Aniya actually have a chat, and they squash their beef essentially. Aniya says, like, look, I have no ill will against you. Do you know what I mean? This is directed to Casey. And, you know, TT says, you know, I understand how you feel, you know, and TT apologizes for, I'm sorry if I made you feel away in any sort of way and stuff like that. I don't trust TT at all. I really don't, because when she thought she had some power, she lorded that over Amaya, and she took the piss. And I think that really shows character. And yeah, that was horrible. So I don't trust TT at all. But she said that she respects her. She says no man is worth more, any of that, and you know they bond over calling each other stallions or whatever, which was, I thought that's very, very good foreshadowing for the evening. But yeah, I just don't. When TT came in there with an agenda that she was definitely going to get Casey, she targeted him for sure, and she acted with someone who has no home training as far as I'm concerned. And so yeah, for those reasons, I'm out. I do not trust her. I don't trust her at all. Corbin, then the information he was gathering from the Casa boys, he then relays that information to Casey and Sincere to validate Casey. So because Casey is just like, well, she was getting to know someone, so why is she so mad? Like, and I'm just like, no, this is what I'm saying. Corbin, he is an enemy of progress. Yeah, and Corbin then says they are just mad because we're happy and we don't give a fuck. That's what Corbin's saying. And they agree with him. He has to go. He has to go. He has to leave this thriller. He really does. Then anyway, there's a text, and they're going to do a challenge, a cake challenge, and it's boys versus girls. They have chef hats and all this kind of stuff. And then the good sis, Megan Thee Stallion, turns up. It was brilliant. She meets the girls. She surprised the girls. Is there a video? I believe yes, there is. Let me play it real good. Megan looks good. Megan always looks good. She always looks good. Let's play.
Because they just didn't split it together.
Kenzie, my favorite clam flame.
Hilarious. I really like Megan. She's a super fan. She knows everything that's going on. She knows all the tea, all that kind of stuff. Of course, Kenzie had to welcome her and do the splits. Of course she did. Megan literally gets paid to shake her bum. Amongst other things. Yes, she said my favourite clam slam, which was hilarious. And then she checks in with the girls. She does check in with them. Let me just go. Right.
How are y'all feeling? I heard you had the melody.
You know that? How the you know that?
I'm supposed to know you. How the know me though? I know all that was back now. Kata.
Queen.
The French frying has been frying me. I love seeing y'all on my TV. Like,
Thank you.
Aniya, I wish you would let the world know that you is this goddamn stallion running around here.
Thank you.
Okay, first of all, how are y'all feeling? I heard you had the melody.
Sorry, I'm going with Penny. But yeah, I thought that was cool. She also went to go and see the boys too, which she didn't do last time, I don't think. Yeah. I don't think she did that last time. So, and then she asked for a tour, and then Bryce steps up, and I was just like, yeah, get in there. He gives her a tour and shows her where his and Trinity's bed was as well, kind of thing. He didn't hesitate. They talk a little bit. I think they show a quick shot of like Megan's swimwear line, which I haven't shopped from before. Does anybody own anything? Let me know. Is it good? Because yeah, I guess I haven't really had the need, to be fair, but yeah, I wanted to know that. And then they play this musical, they play 2 rounds of this musical, no, 1 round of musical cakes, where they have to, it's like musical chairs, so instead of sitting on a normal chair, you sit on a cake, and they just pull the cakes away until there is a winner. And I think TT ends up being the winner for the girls, and Casey ends up being a winner for the boys. There is a video. Let me play that real quick, because make her look good, man. Her body is tea, like, honestly.
Who's ready for some hot girl bakery?
I've lost aura, but it's worth it because I've just twerked in front of Meg Thee Stallion. Who's the real winner?
Okay, Zach!
Yeah. So it was a lot of cake. There was a lot of bums on cake. Obviously, you know, Zach did shout out that he wanted Kadar to keep it because for later, because he's an ass eater. That's one of his favorite things. My face is but yeah, Zach was doing too. Zach as always was always doing too much. Zach even, because in the rounds where they were throwing the cakes and the cream, he even threw the cake at Trinity because he was like, stay away from my man. And that's what I'm saying, like, this whole Bryce Zach thing is performative. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I think he does. I think he said that. Him and Bryce, they both like that. It's their favorite thing. I think Bryce is toes and then that, and then I think Zach, his one is, yeah, that's his favorite. That's what he likes to do. This is what I'm saying. The youth of today, they're back in my day, that was not even a thing that was even spoken about. I don't know if it happened, but this is not things that people talked about, let alone publicly. So it does. I'm a bit old in the sense of just like, oh God, what are you saying? Sav said, wasting all that food, give it to me. Seriously. Oh God. Sarakai said, I think Bryce thinks it's a friendship. Zach doesn't. Zach is on it, like he really is. So yeah, so there was a few things that kind of stood out. Caleb, he threw his cake at Parmesan because, you know, she basically ghosted him. She slept in his bed for one night and then never spoke to him again. So he was just like, nope, on that. Sincere threw his one at Jen, which I thought was interesting. But I know Jen has smoked for these guys, so maybe that's why. Jen's basically said that she's like a fly on the wall and she's always in stuff that she doesn't need to be, and that she's new. And she was like, I've been here for 2 weeks. It's just like, this is a family. Like, Sincere, she's been there for ages. Like, what are you talking about? And then KC tried to throw it at Trinity, and his reasoning was that she's always got something to say, and he done this big build up and then missed anyway. And then Trinity had the right to respond, so she was just like, yeah, I defend my girl, and what? And still we rise. Which I thought was funny. So yeah, there was that. Yeah. And then Meg then did ask Casey, do you think you could have gone around things like more respectful? And he was like, what did I do that was disrespectful? She's like, come on, Casey. And Meg was just like, do you remember what happened in Casa? Like, understanding that we know what happened in Casa. Do you know what I mean? And then Aniya jumps in and said, like, when you came back, did you check up on me? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you know, you didn't even see if I was okay, basically, and called him a coward and told him to sit his ass down, basically. So then Corbin also, when he threw his cake at Kenzie, and my notes here, he literally is a piece of shit. Like, he literally is. And maybe Kenzie said that too, but like, he literally is. I think he's crazy. Corbin said, sorry, he didn't mean to be disrespectful. And it's just like, then why throw the cake at her anyway? Meg then says, I think it's possible to explore things without being disrespectful, and I feel like some of you feel like you have to put others down to lift others up. And I think that is it. We've said this before. That is it. Casey, Corbin, Sincere, you're putting other girls down to lift other girls up, and it's so unnecessary. You don't have to do that. You don't have to pit the girls against each other. Like, it's just unnecessary, and girls never fall for that. This is why TT, Parmida, like, you're on this smoke. It's just like, bro, why? Like, why are you on smoke with the girl? Why are you defending telling these guys, when they do the same thing to you, you're gonna get it. That's one thing I will rate Parmida did, that she gave him in advance. She gave him an in advance warning. She threw her cake at Corbin, or she threw her cream at Corbin, which I was just like, again, the what do you call it? The producers. I was just like, what is going on? Squeezing the cream in the boys' faces? I don't know. I was just like, this is unnecessarily sexual. Yeah. So what do you call it? She squeezed her thing in Corbin's face, and she said, I don't play. I need to let you know I don't play. So she got him back in advance, basically. You know, Jaden picked Gal because he needs to step up. She said she needs to step up with Jen, and it seems like the blonde girls are sticking together. That seems to be happening. Kada picked KC because obviously she's backing her friend Aniya. And then she says stand tall. No, Meg says stand tall and take all the cream, Casey. Trinity picked Bryce. I don't even know why. Maybe it's the same sort of thing. But you know, Bryce was like, I'm good with Trinity's cream, which was a bit cringe and a bit like TMI for me. Kenzie picked Corbin basically because he's a liar. He switched up. And he apologized by throwing a cake in her face, which of course, like, why the fuck would you do that? It doesn't make sense. TT picked Sincere because she said he's toxic and two-faced. And then Sincere was just like, oh, like, I don't know where the two-face come from. Maybe because I tell the truth, but not the whole truth. Like, this, like, he knows exactly what he's doing. He's out of order. He's out of order, honestly. Mel picked Corbin, and then, but she kind of like done like a spray. She done an Uzi attack. She just done it and got Corbin and KC at the same time. Yeah, then it was Aniya. And basically, Aniya, I think what's it called? Oh, did I not write that down? Maybe I didn't. But what do you call it? Oh my god, sorry, Melanie, my brain just froze. Not Melanie, Megan. When she was introducing Aniya, she was like the thickest, the realest, the cutest, the prettiest, and then she called up Aniya, which was very nice and very affirming for her as well. So I get it. Let me see. Yes, okay, cool. I really like Meg's outfit, man. Melanie did a 2-for-1. Does this one say she's going up in my book? If she dumps Sincere, she's gonna become like America's sweetheart. Like, honestly. Do you know what I mean? Yes, this was Aniya.
Aniya,
Yes.
who are you choosing to cream and why?
I am choosing to cream this guy because I have never felt so disrespected, put to the side, not checked up on in my
I love the ums, by the way. That I loved it.
entire life, and I feel like he's gonna see how that feels today. Get up! Turn around! I have good ass aim. I wasn't missing. He was trying to move and dodge. Like, hell no. You're gonna feel all the you have put me through. So it felt so good to cream him.
That looked like that felt good, my girl.
It did feel good, honestly. I could do it again.
KC,
Yeah. Oh no, wait. Sorry.
how you feeling?
I understand where she's coming from, you know, so that's all.
Short and sweet.
See, even at that point in time, he could have said something, but he chose not to. Again, like, do you know what I mean? And even Corbin's telling him, take it, like, don't turn your head, like, take it. Because I think Corbin understands, like, the optics, bro. This ain't going in your favor. Actually, you could be messing things up for yourself. Like, look what happened to Ace. Look Look what happened to Ace, man. Seriously. He thought he was running things. He thought he was king of the villa. Now they're like Ace and Tyler. Oh my god, I can't even remember. See what I mean? They're like afterthoughts now, you know? And she ended with a bit. Yeah, she did. Seriously. This is what I'm saying. Like they don't get it. Taylor, thank you. They don't get it. Like, read the room. And again, Casey failing on that again. Yeah, so Rakai, yes, exactly. Corbin was clocking what was happening when Megan was throwing tea at them. Exactly. And Casey weren't getting it. It wasn't clocking to him. It wasn't clocking. Honestly. So yeah. So then they have, I think overall the ladies win. And then Megan chooses one hot girl and one hot boy, Baker, to go head to head. So she chooses Kenzie and she chooses Zach. And they have to basically find this prize in a cake with no hands. So they have to do it with their mouth, basically. Zach, of course, he's saying, I'm going to win this because I'm an eater. Like, we know, Zach. Like, we know you're an eater. Like, you like eating bum the way we know that Kenzie will do the splits every single time. So, we know. So, yeah. So, anyway, I think the girls get a head start because they won, and then Zach goes and he wins, right? And he has this little thing that says revenge is sweet, I think. And everyone's just like, what does this mean? What does this mean? And then we have the finale that we was waiting for. Mind you, as well, the episode before, America was voting for which Casa boy and which Casa girl were going to enter, like re-enter the villa. Or enter the villa, because they went Casa before. Like, enter the villa. And essentially, like, all the reject Casa people, you could vote for. And America voted, and they did not disappoint. They really didn't disappoint. So let me play this last clip here. Hold on 1 second.
Please welcome.
Oh, sugar. Sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me do that again because I didn't want it to go like that. I was gonna say. Boom, 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 boom. Right.
Please welcome.
Chasing what? Chase respect right on the check it. World, we have to share it, so we bear it, show some perseverance. Even when they kill us, then you're carried. It's about your spirit. When the moment calling, can you hear it? Need to earn it and protect it.
So please welcome.
I just thought this was great because they must have been there like so long. Do you know what I mean? I just like, oh, this is great. And Way Carl, he came in with his. What was he doing? He was doing like this little pose and stuff. Well, not even little pose because his arms are actually very big. His arms are huge. But yeah, came up like that. It was just really, really good. The thing is, yeah, did you see Melanie's face as well? Oh my God. Because obviously I had to do my thingies. Let me see if I've got that real quick to handy. Because I was just like, oh my God, Melanie is pissed. She is pissed. She was pissed. Hold on 1 second. Let me even thingy. This is what I saw with Melanie. I felt for her. She's just like, it's gonna be a long day. She's just like, it's gonna be a long week. She was so annoyed. Did you see? Look at her face. Look at her face. So she was big mad. She was big mad. Honestly, and she was looking at. I think you could see. Did I catch that as well? You could see there was parts you could see Sincere looking. It was like he was looking her way and looking at that. Because first of all, he was excited, and he was just like, "Oh God, now I've got a deal. Now I've actually got a deal." I tried to get this picture, but it wasn't working. It wasn't thingy. But can you see? Is it me? Look at his arms. I know this isn't super. Oh, let me do this real quick. It's not super clear, but you see how big his arms are? Did you guys notice that before? Because I sure as hell didn't. Oh, Hercules, yeah. Basically. This is the thing, Holy. That's the thing. How you doing? What do you call it? I was thinking, were they sitting down in those cakes for the whole time? He's absolutely buff. He really is. Oh, those are my other ones. But yeah, Sincere was pissed. Sincere was big mad. He was actually big mad. Yeah. So that was the episode. He hey Doris said he's my style. I don't mind Carl. I actually don't mind Carl, honestly. And he's tall as well, and he seems to be emotionally intelligent. Like, yeah, I don't mind him. Hopefully he will do right by Aniya. Let's see. Aniya's getting a second chance, guys, and that's okay. Sometimes that's okay. She made a mistake before, and what do you call it? You know, and now she's getting a second chance, and that's okay. Saf is saying, is this behind the scenes of how? Yes, exactly. This is how I make the thumbnails. So let me show you. I can show you real quick before we do first look. So basically, what I do, let me even just scroll a little bit. Oh yeah, that's something else. What I do is I screenshot from the thing. I think most people do this. I screenshot from the whatever I'm watching and try and get expressive images. So for example, trying to get Megan. Oh, can you go to, sorry, let me just go. You know, I love Canva. This is like my favorite tool in the world. Oh, is it just not? It's not. No, it's just not showing. Why aren't you showing? Let me do this again. So let me do, yeah, so I try and get expressive things. Okay, you're just being annoying. Expressive images that will work when the item is small. So I try and like bring it down small. Like, can you still see the expression on the face? Can you still see, what do you call it? Oh, where are we going? That was that thingy. Does it still make sense? And also, am I telling a story as well? So that's why, like, I was just like trying to get the iconic. This took a couple tries though. I didn't upload all of them. Trying to get the iconic like Megan with her tongue out of her mouth, and then build around it. And I kind of just layer it. So like, okay, so this is, oh, I'm jumping. So for this one, it was just like getting that picture first, cutting them out, having the background there, and then layering it, trying to tell the story. So obviously we've got Megan, we've got like the 2 new bombshells that have come back. You know, Aniya is going to be happy. That's her in jubilation. It was either this picture or this picture, but I thought that her with her arms up is more expressive. Do you know what I mean? And obviously Sincere looking like it's going to be a long day. So yeah. And then sometimes I try and test as well. So like this one, obviously I started with, I knew in that I wanted this image for, what's it called? What's her name? Angelista. I really wanted to create this scene, but it just wasn't working because I thought this was hilarious. I didn't think it would translate. And also you can't see the expression. But yeah, I preferred this picture here of Mara and Samraj, but this makes for a better story because that's her guy, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, so like that. But it takes me ages, and I do so many different iterations sometimes. Like some of them you'll never see. This goes on and on and on. But anyway, but yeah, just loads. But yeah, thank you. Please like the live. Yes, please. Oh god, yeah. No, sometimes it takes a while just getting the right shot and screenshotting the same thing over and over again just to get it. And then sometimes I like slow it down so I get the actual expression or the right thing. And what I like here is when the official pages come out with the same similar thumbnail, then I'm like, yay, done it right. Not done it right, but like, you know, we're thinking in the same way in terms of like getting audience attention, but also obviously they can get high quality images and that sort of thing. But yeah, I do like doing it now. Before I used to hate doing thumbnails, but I actually quite like it now. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so that was the episode. I thought it was a really, really great episode. Right, I think on tomorrow night we see that TT talking to AMORA, basically saying to AMORA, you need to tell you need to tell Melanie what happened, because Sincere's switch up is crazy. Like, he's a completely different person. Do you know what I mean? So I can't wait for tonight to watch that one, or this morning or tomorrow morning to watch it. Yes, it does say plantain. This is for my brand Everyday Friday. Yes, it says plantain, enjoying or thinking about plantain. Me and my niece came up with it a couple of years ago and stuff. I still sell them actually on my website. Thank you. Ezra said painstaking, definitely painstaking work. Much appreciated, Shade. Thank you so much. If you go to welcome, wait, let me find it. To Shardinier. I can't even remember the name of the person who actually came up with Shardinier, because I need to remember that, because that is now going to be the name of my production company, I think. So yeah, if you go here, wait, yeah, welcome to Shardinier. That's the merch site where you can buy the plantain and t-shirts. Still sell them there. I'm actually going to, I just need time. I'm out of time, but I'm time poor basically. But I'm gonna rejudge this at some point. Okay, Erin said, Shadow, do you think AMORA is making a good choice snitching on Sincere? Because who is she gonna couple up with if she burns that bridge? I think AMORA is there for a good time, not a long time. So she needs to go in there. If she does snitch, she will also be in everyone's good graces, right? Do you know what I mean? In terms of the public, she will be in everyone's good graces. So she can't lose by snitching. She actually can't lose. Yeah. I think she should. I think she absolutely should. I think coupling up should come secondary. Also, we don't know. There might be more bombshells. We never know. You know, now you just kind of got, now Casa's over, you just got to ride it out to the end. It's 2 weeks left, essentially. It's 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks done. So yeah, I think it's very, yeah, is there but yeah, okay, cool. That was the episode. I absolutely loved it. These last 2 episodes have been absolutely great. I think it's been cinema, actually cinema. And yeah, having Meg back, perfect. Really, really, really a vibe. Really a vibe. And I hope long may it continue. Long may it continue. Like, I love the US for so many different reasons. Obviously there's a lot going on right now, and there has been for a little while, but it's things like this, which just like, when it comes to TV, when it comes to media, can't play with the US. They know what the hell they're doing. You guys know, you know what the hell you're doing, man. Seriously. Oh, AMORA is a grass. AMORA is a grass if she moves it. If she, well, she can grass if she moves to get a fee. Okay, I think she should. I don't think it should be a question. She should absolutely do that, because ultimately he's lied to her too. He's downplayed his relationship with Thingy. They need to show all the clips. We need movie night ASAP. ASAP. Exquisite entertainment, absolutely. So I know there's been so many comments today. I haven't even been able to get to all of them. Let me just quickly go to first look for UK. let me get there, and let's do this real quick. Sorry, can you just behave? Just behave. What am I gonna have for lunch? Oh my god. Wait, do I have food? I don't even have food, do I? Do I have food? I can't even remember. Oh no, I do have food. See, the other day, yeah, Abbas was like, just like she had Ebba, for breakfast. I got some pounded yam and effervescent, and it was delicious. But I couldn't finish it all in one go, so I'm gonna have the rest of it today. That's gonna thing, and then I'm gonna take a nap because I know it's gonna send me to sleep. You know what? This is the thing. Erin said, we will ask for clips and America delivered. Zach is in for a long movie night. Honestly, it needs to. And you know what? I don't want like, oh, you need a question and then you get a clip. Just roll the tapes. Roll the tapes. Roll the tapes. Okay, cool. Let's get into it with first look for UK.
Island First Look, sponsored by Nescafe Espresso Concentrated.
I'm not gonna mess around talking to loads of girls, like.
You got the people you want to chat to?
Yeah, no, it's just you. That's
Oh, really? No, come on.
I don't know if I was left as soft as they look, you know. Give me a kiss on the cheek.
I'm regretting not kissing you last night.
Really? Easier now.
Thanks, guys.
Islanders, get ready as the Villa and Casa Amor go head to head in tonight's challenge. Don't bottle it.
Come on!
Snog the oldest person.
Not the opposite sex.
Ellie and Martha, twerk on the Islander you are most attracted to.
Carlos and Sean snog the Islander
With the smallest feet.
Okay, I mean, so I guess same old, I guess. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't, what was the point? What was the point of them doing this? Seriously. Again, could have been an email, could have been a text, could have been one emoji. Like, honestly, let's see what go on for this. What do you call it? This episode. I really don't know. Saf said this guy should really not put his eggs in one basket. Jordan with Jasmine. I mean, Jasmine is probably going to bring someone back. I can imagine her bringing someone back because I think she's going to think Cav will, you know. But even if, you know what, to be fair, I think that Jasmine is definitely just playing the game as well. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, even if she comes back by herself, she can't lose. She's not going to lose. Like, I don't think so. I really don't. Penta Baby says, Love Island UK is better than USA now, in my opinion. You think? One's a dating show. One is a dark superhero telenovela show. No, dark superhero telenovela show. Oh my god. No, USA is like, I don't know what I'm gonna get with the USA. It's still surprising me. That's the thing. And I like that. Like, I feel like UK is way too predictable. And also, there's too many of the characters that are unlikable. I think they're unlikable. With who? Sorry, El Michelle, who's that for? Says, will the fans become savage like they are with KC? What do you mean? Did I miss it? Jordan said Australia is my favourite. To be fair, I haven't watched a full episode. I haven't watched a full season of Australia, to be fair. I really haven't. I'm not too sure why. I think it's not enough colour for me. I think that was the thing that was turning me off in the beginning. But I hear it's a bit wild. And they have different twists as well. Yeah, but I think the US one reigns supreme for me. Both seasons are full of unlikables. KW said Kenzie splits on cringe level 1000. Yeah. But I like Trinity. I do. I actually really like Trinity. Like, do you know what I mean? But I can't say there's no one in the UK that I like how I like Trinity. Do you know what I mean? Oh, Kevin. Was you talking about Kevin? Oh, Michelle. So, oh, if Carl doesn't pick Aniya automatically, will fans become savage like they are with KC? I don't know if they'll become savage like they are with KC, because he hasn't done what KC's done. He hasn't done the same. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think so. But who knows? Because there's a part of the fandom that are hyenas. So I don't know about them. I really don't know. Erin said, what clips do you want to see for movie night? For UK or USA? USA? We need to see when Casey calls, what do you call it? Aniya grandma. We need to see when, what do you call it? When Casey was talking to Corbin about not getting anything in the bedroom. We need to see all of Casa. They need to just watch Casa how we watch Casa. They just need to, there needs to be one clip that is like an hour long, which is just no, it could be half an hour, because take out the girls' bits and just watch Casa. Do you know what I mean? We need to see when they're saying Corbin, it's Corbin and Casey, when they're talking about, oh, they don't give a fuck no more, like they're happy and they don't give a fuck. We need to see them also talk about there was another Corbin one. Whenever there's mess, whenever there is disrespect to women, yeah, Corbin is there. He's the common denominator. We need to see Zach when he said just recently when he was talking to Sincere about Melanie has ruined the moment. We also, I'm trying to think what else Zach said. Zach saying about Trinity, saying that they don't have as much fun with Trinity, or he doesn't think that Trinity likes him, or something like that. That needs to be in there as well. Yes, Erin, yeah. Yes, Saf said Corbin calling the main girls high school girls. Yes, we need to see that too. You know, why only KC and not anything from Aniya and the girls? I'm not team KC, you know. I'm not. I'm absolutely not. I'm really not. I'm not here for that. I don't represent that. Like, I'm not that. Like, seriously. No way. Casey needs to understand that behavior is not acceptable. That's what he needs to understand fully. And I think by even bringing up like anything else, would think that he's got a leg to stand in. It would give a false sense, a false equivalency. Like how he's gone on is the same as Aniya. It's not the same. It just isn't. You know? We need to see, Gilda said, we need to see Sincere when she said to Amor, if we had more time, it was going to be you. Yes, we absolutely need to see that. Yeah. I'm not only acknowledging one side, but I'm not team, what do you call it? I'm definitely not team KC at all. The question was like, what do I want to see? This is what I want to see. Seriously. It's the producers and the show that need to be balanced, not me. Definitely not. But yeah, these girls are in the dark. They don't know how their men talk about them, for real. They really don't know. When they're not there, they don't know how their men talk about them. And if they did, they wouldn't be as loyal as they are. Or actually, it would be more them making the choice for them to be a full informed choice for them to be as loyal as they are. That's the way I see it. Like, show me who you are. Like, be real. Be real. El Michelle saying there's a double standard when it comes to holding the ladies accountable. There are a bunch of clicked up schoolgirls. You know what? I don't even think that's the case. I think they've bonded as they would do anyway, kind of thing. I don't know about the soul situation. I didn't really like how they were going on there, so I definitely said something about that. I really didn't like that. But I think if one of the girls is hurting, of course they're going to be like, they're going to draw together. Of course they are. Do you know what I mean? But I can't really think of, not that I'm looking for it, but I wouldn't be looking for it, to be fair. Do you know what I mean? With what's going on. And Aniya is not blameless. But I don't understand. Maybe I don't understand. Aniya wasn't talking words of affirmation and pouring into Casey, yeah, to go and do a madness. She didn't do that. She didn't do that. And I don't know what blameless you mean, because the thing is, it's like, if you believe Casey, then I can understand why you think that Aniya is blameless, not blameless in this, that kind of thing. I don't believe him. I think his MO was like, let me get with the black girl so I can get to the final. That's what he was on, and he was hoping to get things from Aniya, and she said no. And because he said no, he was just frustrated. He had pure frustration. I don't know what she's to blame for. It's a false equivalency. She didn't do that to him. She was like, I'm figuring it out. I don't know if I like you. I don't think I like this situation. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's a thingy. This is my opinion, Yvonne. This is what I think. I don't believe him. I think he genuinely wanted to get things off of Aniya. And yeah, I just don't think... I think he got mad when everybody else is getting things and not him. It pissed him off. And he was just like, right, wait till I get to Casa. I'm going to choose anyone. He would have choose anyone. It's just TT just, just honed in on him. But he would have gone with anybody. And then he took it out. He had this mental contract in his head with, what's that called? With himself about Aniya, like she's done him wrong. Like, I don't think so. I just think it's ridiculous. I didn't say colorism. Or are you talking to somebody else? I didn't say colorism. Yeah, I just honestly, I'm not here. And the thing is, don't ever get me twisted. I'm not here for the guys, you know. I mean, I like guys like that, but I don't give a heck. I don't give a heck. I'm just thingy. I'm not. No. And I tried to give Casey a chance, and I was trying to give him grace and everything like that, genuinely, and he just fucked up. So no. I'm not trying anymore. Seriously. One person in the equation is wearing coloured contacts, auntie. The other, foolish for sure, came back with another black woman. What does that mean? She wanted to be with him. And I'm not even questioning I'm not questioning either of their blackness. That's what you're doing. I'm not questioning their blackness in that sense. I'm really not. I'm just saying that he thought that she owed him something. He thought, if I get with the black girl, people like black couples, that will get me to the final, and I want to act as a couple. She took her time, and she was just like, I don't know if I like this guy, so she's not going to do things with him. He was annoyed. We saw it on camera. He was annoyed. Seriously. He was absolutely annoyed. that he weren't getting anything. Corbin was boasting to him, and he was annoyed he weren't getting anything. And he goes into Casa and he gets something from Tiara straight away. And that's Tiara's prerogative, and I'm not even judging her for it. The way some people are calling her easy like Sunday morning, I'm not even doing that. Like, honestly, like, if that's what she wants to do, she feels comfortable and there's consent, that's thingy. And the thing is, and did Aniya ever pour into him? Does she have to? She didn't have to. And this is the thing. Casey felt like he blames her because he poured into her. That should be your choice. If you want to do that, then do it. Just because she shouldn't have to do that either. She was figuring it out, and she was right to figure it out because of this. Seriously. Oh. So yeah. Maya said, unpopular opinion, I don't care for Aniya. To be fair, it's not even unpopular. A lot of people don't care for Aniya. It's not even a popular. I can't lie. I'm not a massive fan. I think my fandom, if I'm going to be a fan of anyone, it's going to be Trinity. I like Trinity. Do you know what I mean? But I just... Come on, the girl was wronged, man. She was wronged. She was wronged and she was disrespected, like, deeply. Like, and no one deserves that. And thinking Casey, what do you call it? What am I even trying to say? I think, like, nah, Casey needs to understand that he was wrong, because even in the that same day, he was going on like he was justified. He's laughing about it. You can't be laughing when people are in pain. Like, come on, man. This is the thing. And the thing is, I just don't even... So what? She made a mistake. She can't make a mistake. Nah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She's allowed to make a mistake. And I stand by that. I don't have to be her #1 fan to say that. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know... I mean, she's alright. She's okay. She's thinking. Yes, multiple things can be true. And I'm just like, she can make a mistake. She can make a mistake. She didn't pick Carl. That was a mistake. Do you know what I mean? She was hesitant. She was, at every step of the way, she was hesitant with Casey. And rightly so, because Casey is full of shit. Like, that's the bottom line. She was full of shit. They were laughing at her. They were laughing at her. They were laughing at her thingy. And even if they wasn't, even if it was about the situation, have some freaking compassion. Understand that there's someone super, super upset. Maybe hold it down a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Maybe hold it down, because that's just common courtesy. That's just human to human. But no. No, no, no. No. I'm not even saying Aniya didn't make a mistake, but of course. But Casey, he was wrong and strong, and he doubled down. He doubled down. You've even got Aniya apologizing to Tierra. This is showing me what kind of person. This is showing character. Are we seeing this from Casey? We're not seeing this from Casey. Please, 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 please. Don't let me build. I have to go, but don't let me build my case. I will build a case. I will build a case. I'll build a case. We even see we even see Aniya apologizing. After all of that, after the girl was laughing in her face, after all of that, and we haven't seen anything from Casey yet. Even in the game, Meg gave him the platform to say something. What do you have to say? Still he feels wrong, so he can't apologize. He can't say anything. No, okay. That shows me his character. That shows me you were just playing in her face. Playing in her face the whole time. Just Taylor, is that his name? Taylor 2.0. Plantain Pappy, I have duality on that. Apologizing to your enemy is foolishness and weakness. Let's talk about it tomorrow. Okay, guys. That's enough of it. I'm only joking. Don't take me too seriously. Really, really, truly. I don't care for Aniya that much. I just don't like this situation, and I think Casey needs to be taught a lesson personally. But that's as far as it goes. I'm not taking this home. But yes. Okay, guys. I have to go. And we can agree to disagree as well. Have a fantastic week, guys. It's Monday. It's the start of the week. Let's start again. Yes, and let's have a positive one, as Miss Q always says as well, kind of thing. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for all the guys that are doing a double shift. You know, I love you guys the most. And like the video if you like like it. I might get some dislikes today, who knows. And leave a comment as well. For Replay Gang. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow. See you later. Bye. Bye. Ooh, where's my mouse? Bye.